Hello. Growing potatoes that have been cut in half. Right, so what we're going to do today, well, I'm going to cut one of these potatoes in half, and that'll be grown on as two halves, and I'm leaving one potato whole. Now these chits are fairly close together at the top, and what I need to do is I need to get some chits on each half of the potato. So this video could end quite suddenly actually. If I make a mess of this, I can't do it because these are the last two potatoes I've got. So I'll put that one to one side and we'll try and cut this one in half and leave a chit on both sides. Now the other thing I would say here is that if there are chits all over the place, you can cut a potato into more than halves. You can cut it into thirds, you can cut it into quarters. You can cut it into as many pieces as you like as long as there's a chit. I'm not too sure what they'll grow, bearing in mind there won't be much potato left to support the plant as it gets bigger. Done it. How's that? Chits on this half, chits on this half. Now what I intend to do now is I'm going to leave these in the greenhouse to scab over, to dry over before I plant them. I'm going to move them to one side now, and I'm going to bring the buckets in and explain how we're going to conduct this little trial. Okay, let me just move these to one side and we'll go and get the buckets. These are the buckets we're going to be using. They're 10 litre water buckets. There's 3 in this stack. I'll just split them. I don't know that I get all 3 in shot, but there are 3 water buckets and we're going to need 3. Well, you've saw the buckets. You've saw the potatoes. Now all we've got to do is wait a few days for these to scab over and then we'll plant them. The potatoes have scabbed over nicely. They're quite dry to the touch now, so we're ready to pot these up. Problem is, it's still so cold here at Homegrown Veg in the United Kingdom. I want to keep these guys indoors a bit longer. I want to keep them in the greenhouse. But I've got buckets everywhere. I've got buckets with carrots in, beetroot in, potatoes in, leeks in. Man alive, I can't move for buckets. There isn't enough room in this greenhouse to swing a cat. It's only an 8x6 greenhouse, and so I just don't have the room for 3 more buckets. I just don't have the room. And I don't want to put them outside because it's too cold. I want them to stay in here for a while. The weather picks up. So as an interim measure, as a stopgap, we're going to plant them in these yoghurt pots. I can keep 3 yoghurt pots in the greenhouse. That's not a problem, but I can't get another 3 of those 10-inch buckets in the greenhouse. So we plant them in the yoghurt pots. We'll keep these in the greenhouse until these potatoes get bigger, and when they become a potato plant, we'll plant them up into the buckets, and hopefully by that time they can go outside. Okay, so this is how we're going to do it. What have I wrote on here? Half, half, full. Right, we'll do the full one first, the full potato first. A little bit of compost in the bottom. As you can see, these have got holes in. So we've put some soil in the bottom. We'll just sit this potato on it like that. Okay, it's just sat on it nicely, and we'll just fill it up. like that, shake it in, one down. Right, this one is for half a potato. Oh, and incidentally, what I'm going to do is, hold on, this is a bit of a balancing act because it's only half a potato. What I'm going to do is, the best bit of this growing potatoes is definitely the harvest, isn't it? I mean, we're okay planting them, but really what you want to see is potatoes being harvested. Well, there's no potatoes being harvested yet this year here at Homegrown Veg, but we'd harvested a lot of potatoes over the years here at Homegrown Veg, and we've done this experiment once before. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to give you a link to a video when we get finished, that'll take you to a video that I done about 4 years ago, and you will see a reveal. And from recollection, I don't think there was an actual conclusion. In fact, I'm fairly sure I copped out and said, well, to my subscribers and viewers alike, what do you think? Well, what's the conclusion here? Because I just emptied 3 buckets of potatoes. One had a full potato sown in it, and 2 had half potatoes sown in it. And I weighed them on camera and then said, hey, what do you think? And I got various responses to that. Okay, so that's it. The next time you see these guys, we'll probably be moving them up into those water buckets, and then a few months later we'll be doing a reveal. Anyway, that's the plan. So we've got shoots, but have we got roots? If we've got shoots and we've got roots, it's time for these guys to be moved up into the buckets. Let's check them out. Okay, this one first, this half potato. Yeah, I hope you can see that. That's definitely got roots. Pop that back in there, like that. And I expect this one to probably be the same. This is another half potato. Oh yeah. Loads of roots. Loads of roots. So these half potatoes have become potato plants. Would you agree? They've got roots, they've got shoots. That constitutes a plant, does it not? Roots and shoots. And the full potato, yeah, it's got roots as well. Hope you can see those. So I'll get this table out of shot. I'll bring the barrow into shot with the buckets, which I've already prepared, and we'll plant these up. Let's go with the full one first. I've got about 2 inches of mix in the bottom of this 10-inch water bucket. This is just a soil-based compost that I've made up at home. We're going to sit this on top of it, and we're going to bury it. We're going to cover it completely. Look, sounds a bit brutal, but it isn't. We'll give these some protection, and also the fact that when it's buried, it'll be frost protected, so we'll be able to stand this bucket outdoors. And this is how we're going to protect it. This is a sawn off pop bottle. Fits perfectly. So it can be as rough as we like now when we fill this bucket. How about that? Hey, how about that? We'll gently remove this. This is going to collapse in, but I'm going to try and let you see it anyway. There it is, nestling in the bottom. How about that? Boy, couldn't be easier, could it? Couldn't be easier. Right, let's do one of those half potatoes on camera, and then we'll do the other one off camera, because I think if you've seen two planted, you've seen enough. This is one of the half potatoes. Same procedure for this one. Sit it in the bottom. Give it some protection. And bury it. Now I don't expect we're going to see these again now for a couple of weeks. And when we do, when there's something to look at, I'll pop another video up. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. Remember, I'm going to put a link on now to a video I shot a number of years ago, where you'll actually see a potato reveal from one whole potato and two half potatoes. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Follow the link to the video I made some years ago. You'll probably enjoy that video if you've enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in a few weeks' time. This is Homegrown Veg, signing out.